This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and it's been a while since I've done a personal moment video. Actually, it hasn't, but I decided to revise this personal moment video because the previous version of it that I did was pretty damn angry. And I'm not trying to be extra angry, so I want to be more reflective, and just, I'm still gonna be honest with how I felt about the situation, but at the same time, just going off the rails and raging. While it could be cathartic and therapeutic, it does no good as far as I'm concerned when it comes to these videos, because these personal moment videos are more about me sharing not only just my feelings, but kind of, giving people something they can relate to that can hopefully help them out with their situation. So the video is called To Have Loved and Lost. And when I originally did it, I was very upset. I was in a point where my emotions were on edge because I was talking to someone. I guess I wasn't dating them. At least that's what they told me. We weren't dating, which I find funny. That leads to another another topic totally. But anyway, and I thought things were going pretty good. Now, to be fair, I was very open and honest, and I'm always open and honest with people. When I'm asked if I would like to have a relationship, my honest answer is always sure, but I'm not pressed, I guess I should say, is the short-term way, meaning, sure, I would love to be in a relationship, but I'm not stressing that fact. I like to take things as they come, because I've had a history of getting all keyed up and in my emotions and really pushing to be with someone, and it just ends up blowing up in my face because I felt like I've rushed. I didn't take the time to get to know the person and all that, and so I like to just let things grow naturally. That's basically always been my point. I guess she didn't see it that way, so she decided at some point to discuss with her ex in getting back together, to which she eventually revealed to me she got back with her ex. She claimed that it was something that just happened, but of course, I don't believe that, because and maybe you guys can convince me that that's something that can actually happen. Cause I feel like for something like that to happen, lines of conversation had to have existed for at least a good moment for a reconciliation to happen in a formal relationship. You know what I mean? And I told her, I don't, it's cool. I figured something was going on, because I kind of did. Things had gotten to a point where I felt like she didn't want to necessarily spend time with me, be around me. She seemed to be more busy, less, intimate in her conversations with me, things like that. So I was kind of putting two and two together, while at the same time wrestling with the idea of, like, the fact of the matter is I was starting to really feel like maybe I should go ahead and open myself up to the idea of establishing a relationship. And this would have been something that would be totally crazy for me, because generally speaking, I don't like to particularly date women who have children, simply because they don't necessarily have time, the freedom to spend with someone, in my opinion. That's just me. By the way, we will be discussing this topic on a His Point, Her View podcast, so look out for that. And an in-depth discussion on it, but it just, because of that, I would be shy, but for this person, I have to honestly admit I was going to try my best to not let that be an obstacle. Because I always feel like when it comes to relationships, I tend to throw up obstacles. Truth being, again, I fall when I fall hard. In my past, I've always had that problem. So when I would do so, and my feelings weren't reciprocated, or something happened, such as this, where she decides to get back with someone else, it hurts very, very much, and it pushes me away and puts me in a place where I, again, am just more comfortable being by myself than pursuing a relationship. And that it's sad. It shouldn't be that way, but yeah, I just don't feel compelled to necessarily chase anything, quote unquote, because it's like, what if another moment like this happens? I've had moments like this happen several times. It is something that I hate to repeat. Now, I always say it's my fault because it's the choices that I make when it comes to women. And I still feel like that's true in part. You know, you should take some responsibility in the situation. Just like I do agree partially with her that I didn't necessarily say anything demonstratively to say that I was trying to. And that comes with the hesitation, the fear, the anxiety of being rejected. It's something that I've never really gotten over with. But I still thought that there was still signs that showed how much I care. My actions, I thought, spoke louder than my words, but apparently they didn't. But just cool. Hey, I get it, and I own up to that. But at the same time, I still feel like she was very wrong in the whole situation with the ex and all that. There were some things said between us in the aftermath that were hurtful, and was made even worse by the idea that she still wants to be friends, which, you know, guys, I'm going to tell you something. It's very, very cruel to tell someone that you don't want to date them anymore, but you still want to be friends. And for you to get upset if they initially don't want to take that offer, because especially in a certain situation like this, I think, yeah, especially with some of the things that were said too. Yeah, no. If it was just a case of you just couldn't get along in that capacity, okay, cool. Because some people are better as friends than in a relationship. But she went back to someone else and no longer wanted to spend time with me on a romantic level or anything. So that's a totally different thing. You know what I mean? It's not easy to just be like, hey, but let's be buddies. Let's be pals. Let's hang out so we can talk about my relationship and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Makes no sense. And I kind of distance myself from her because this is like, yeah, no. It's kind of dumb. She shouldn't expect that of me, but I don't know. Some people just do that, you know. But anyway, to get back to the whole point of this video, to have loved and lost, people say that, and a lot of me says that that's a bunch of bullshit. But part of me kind of understands because without that loss, you never learn from your mistakes. Clearly, I never learned from my mistakes, but you're never given the opportunity to learn from mistakes. It hurts. It sucks. It's a shitty feeling to have to deal with, but it can be very, very educational and helpful. So, yeah. I know it's not the best advice in the world, but time heals. Things you get over with eventually. And sometimes you have to look at it as maybe this wouldn't have been as good as I thought it was, and this could be for the best, you know? And just move on from there and just learn, hopefully, from this to the point where the next time things happen with someone that you want to possibly date, they go a lot smoother and a lot better and more in your favor. But I would say don't be someone who's just like fuck love, it's horrible and all that. Definitely don't be like me who wants to isolate themselves even more for people when it happens, because you're gonna probably miss out on some good opportunities because of how you feel in the aftermath of some of the bad. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.